Hey, guess what? It's only new build day. G'day and welcome back to Build with the Boys. It's new build day and we're so psyched about this one. This is the iconic Ford Falcon XB GT. Now, we'll just address the elephant in the room nice and early doors. It's the Mad Max car, right? In everything but name. It's the car from Mad Max. That's what it is. That's what we're building. This is the post-apocalyptic version of the Ford Falcon XB GT. For whatever reason, it would be a Hachette don't have the license for Mad Max, but it's the Mad Max car. That's what it is. And that's what we're going to be building. This thing looks beautiful. This is such an iconic vehicle. It's an absolute beast of a car. Even if you don't like Mad Max, this car is a bitch. This car is an absolute beast. Pure muscle. And got the stupid smile. It's new build day, people. Come on. So what we're going to do is we're going to crack this one open. We're going to take a look at what comes inside issue 1. So I'm sure there's going to be all the blurb and whatnot. I'm going to give you all the information you need. So if you're thinking of subscribing to this, you can, because it's only just launched. We're going to show you everything all about it, and we're going to go through the build. There's not loads to do in the first one. We've got the bonnet or the hood, if you will, to build in this one. But I'm a happy man. I really am. Our build's not going to get fully going until I'd say 3 or 4, because typically what they do with the first ones as an introductory is give you a big sexy piece, and you might not use it forever. So they've given us the bonnet. We're probably not going to install that bonnet for another 100 issues, but we've got it. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps the channel massively. But without further ado, let's get this one open and let's have a look at exactly what comes inside issue 1. So this is what we get inside issue 1. Now this isn't the magazine. This is kind of the sales pitch, if you will. But look at this, such an iconic vehicle. We have exactly what our model is going to look like right here. Really beautiful. You can see all the features and whatnot we got on this. I'll pick this up and show you properly. So you can see we've got the remote control that's going to come with this. So we've got the startup, the booster motor, and the police sirens. Rear engine, police siren, blower belt sounds. The blower belt as well moves. So inside the blower belt, it's going to actually run. There you go. So you can see it here. So this engine will turn over. I got the exhaust. Look, come on, man. Look at this thing. So we can see the length of it here. It's going to be 62 centimeters long. So this is not small. This is a bloody big thing. But man, is it beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah, I can't wait for this one. So you can see everything. We get the magazine, we get the step-by-step guide. We got Ford on the silver screens. They're going to focus on Fords that have featured in movies, such as Bullet, Gran Torino, Need for Speed, Goldfinger, etc. Going to go into some of the custom designs people have gone for. I doubt they will mention Mad Max at all in these magazines. Now, on the back, we can see the free gifts you get. So if you subscribe to this, you get your first issue, you get a free issue. So if you buy issue 1, issue 2 is free. So you can subscribe to this for about £2. With our third delivery, we get a free binder. There will be other binders in the series. They typically charge you for those. You don't have to have them. You can contact them and say you don't want them. We get a tin poster. It says with your first delivery. Yeah, I didn't get a tin poster with first delivery. It said my second when I subscribed, so I think that's a misprint. In the second one, you get a tin poster. With the 5th delivery, we get the plaque here, so it gives you all the information. I don't know if you can explain it. And this I love. So with the 7th delivery, you get this jerry can hip flask. And I will be filling that with, believe it or not, apricot brandy. That's my tipple. That's what's going to be going in there. In issue 2, you can see we're going to get our first wheel. But you can subscribe to this for yourself. There's also premium. So if you subscribe to the premium, you can get display case as well. It's an extra £1.15 an issue. You get a display case to go with it. The model itself is complete in the actual car itself is complete in 120 issues. There's then a further 10 up to 130. The last 10 build a diorama. So there's a diorama of kind of the outback. It looks very nice for this to sit on, and it can go inside your case if you go with the premium sub on a diorama. Beautiful thing. So that one there. we have our generic magazines. Now you can see the staples on these are designed in a way where you can put them inside the binders. But inside a magazine, I rarely go into the magazines to be honest with you, but I'm just showing you what's in them. You'll get your build instructions, well, you get your build instructions, but starting first, you've got your inventory, so you'll see exactly what you get inside the pack. I've got the pack right here, but it'll tell you, so you've got your checklist of what you should have. It shows the area of assembly that we're working on, which is, again, it's a nice touch. Sometimes we get these things with no idea what they're for. Step-by-step guides to build this. What a finished work will look like. We then have some more details about the Ford Falcon. It's just a beautiful thing. And then we're looking at Ford Falcons in the movie with a feature on Gran Torino. The roots of custom cars, so we've got all this information about custom cars. These magazines are great, honestly. A lot of people just don't read them, but there's some really good information in these, and they're always a joy to read. Look at that, beautiful hot rod there. We've got designs for a new era. This, but the designs of the different ones I did. That's the Firebird there. The jet engine cars. Look at these. Look at this one. Look at that. So it's a gorgeous thing. And then, of course, on the back, it always shows you what's coming next. So we will be getting the wheel in issue 2. I've got that. So immediately after this one, issue 2 will be up on the channel. Before we get into the build, let's have another quick chat. So that's the magazine and the sales pitch and whatnot that come in the first one. If you want to subscribe to this, head over to Hachette. You can subscribe to it now. It is available now. It's also available in stores as well. So if you don't want to go down the subscription route, you can. If you've got a news agent or something, you can reserve the news agent. You can pick it up weekly. The way this is going to work is you'll get if you subscribe to it, you'll get 2 first. So you'll get 1 and 2 like I've just got today. And then after that, you will get 4 every month. So every month I'll send you 4 issues, $10.99 an issue. So it's going to be about £44 a month to pay for this. It is a beautiful thing. It's really nice. And I can't wait to get into this. I really can. If you want to go premium, you can go premium. You get the display case. Be aware the display cases are what they are. They are not fantastic quality by any means. But if you want a display case that will fit, this is how you can get one. If you are new to my channel and you just stumbled across this because the Falcon, we do things slightly differently over here. So the way we do is we will do, there'll be 1 video per part. So if you need to know how to build part 63, you can always go back and find exactly where it is rather than scroll through the whole video trying to find that one spot that you want. At the end of each video, we talk. So at the end of Titanic, we talk about Titanic. At the end of Batman, we talk about Batman. So at the end of this one, are we going to talk about Mad Max? No, and the reason why is because there's only 5 Mad Max movies. I cannot fill 130 episodes talking about Mad Max. I just can't. We will talk about Mad Max though. So what we're going to be doing at the end of these, starting with issue 2, is we are going to be talking about movies of the 70s and 80s, specifically action movies, and everywhere I can, apocalyptic action movies. I also want to talk about Australian movies as well, because I don't think the flag is waved enough for them. And there's some absolute classics out there. But our very first one, we will of course be doing Mad Max. So in issue 2, we'll be talking about Mad Max. In this one, we're just doing the introductions to builds. There's no talk at the end of this one, but starting with issue 2, we'll be addressing a classic of the 70s and 80s, of that kind of the style they just don't make anymore. We just don't get those kick-ass 70s and 80s action films. We just don't get them anymore. So we're going to remember as many as we can fondly. And along the way, you might find one you've never heard of before. You might go check it out. You might find a new favourite. Or it's just a nice nostalgic view to talk about ones that you might have a personal favourite. So we're going to go obscure. I'm going to find some ones where it's like, oh man, I remember that. If you've got any suggestions for those movies to talk about, let us know. You can bang them in the comments, or you can contact us at Building the Boys. But without further ado, I'm very happy to say this, let's get this open and let's get this one built. So here is everything that comes inside stage 1, and I can already see now, I've got the lid off this, that this hood is beautiful. We've got 2 tones going on here. So I've got a very high gloss finish here, and then here I've almost got like a matte finish, like a gunmetal black. Love that. There is a part that's just come out with this. So this is, it's 2 parts here. There we go. There's the other part. So this one here, we got this. Now this part is plastic. This one's metal, this one's plastic. Whoop. What else have we got in here? So we've got Very tiny little screws there. Wow, those are small. And one of those listed as PS12s and DS20s. Okay, so that's interesting. That's a code in a screw I've not seen before. So it'll be interesting to see what means what. But what I'll do is I'll look at the instructions and we'll get building. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work with the bonnet reinforcement structure, which is this piece here. I'm going to take our bonnet lock, which is here, and that's going to sit in this way round. So I'm going to pop this one in here. I'll show you what it looks like before we start touching it. So it's going to go in there like that. And now, which screw are we going to use? So PS12 screws. This is going to be very confusing, this, because this is, I've never seen screws name things like this before. They're normally AP or AM screws, but PS12 is what we're going for. I would imagine P, well, I know it is. That P must stand for plastic. Now, these are tiny screws, so I'm using a tiny screwdriver for this. So we're going to load that one up. We're going to put one in each side. So one's going to go in here. Like so. Whoop. And what we don't want to do is over tighten this. I want to get this so it bites. That is a bloody little screw. I just want to screw this down enough so it bites. I don't want to over tighten it, because all you're going to do is chew up the plastic. And that we don't want to do. There we go, so that's that one in. And now we're going to do another one on the opposite side. These really are tiny screws. Okay, so number 2 here. Flip this round and get this one in as well. Now I do know, bizarrely, that in issue 2 they give you the tiny screwdriver for this, which isn't a lot of use to us right now. I could open it, but I'm just going to leave it for when we do it properly, because even though this is a small-headed screwdriver, it's still too big for these screws. But it'll work. But these are really little, surprisingly little. Okay, so that's that one in. Let's tighten this one up as well. There we go. So that's in. It's nice and secure. That's where we are. So we've got a bonnet lock, which is nice, because I don't think I've seen a bonnet lock on a Parkway model before, which is surprising. Now we're going to put the dual scoop into the bonnet itself. So we're going to move this away for the time being and bring the bonnet over. So this is our bonnet here. Now what I don't want to do is scratch the buggery out of this thing. So I'm going to put cloth down, because this is a very nice part and I'd like to keep it that way. Put this cloth down and we're going to work on it like this. So that goes down there. And we are going to take the dual scoop. Let's get this piece out. And this is going to fit in here. This might be a little trial and error. Yep, there we go. So it's going to fit in like that. Pop that one down. And then we're going to put the bonnet reinforcement over the top of it. So we're not going to screw that in. It's just gone over the lug. So now taking what we were just working on, this is going to come down. And this is going to fit over the bonnet. There we go. So we can line this up where it needs to be. There we go. So that's how that's going to be looking. Screw DS20 screw into the corner of each corner of the bonnet reinforcement so it's securely fixed to the bonnet. So these should be larger screws, but what I am going to do, and I'll show you, and I would advise, if you want a much easier life, you do the same. I use the 3-in-1 oil technique to do my screws. So because we are screwing into metal, which is here, I use the 3-in-1 oil. And all we're going to do is we're going to touch the tip of the screw in the 3-in-1 oil, and it's just going to ease the transition in. What you don't want to do is cover this in oil. So you just want a little touch on the tip of the screw head, and that is all it's going to take. So like this, you can see we've got a screw on there. That's it. That's literally all you need to do. You don't need to cake this thing in oil. You don't need to run oil all over your model. There's no need for any of that. Okay, let's get these 4 screws in. And then with the 3-in-1, you can see there, I've got no resistance against metal at all. It goes in nice and easy. I don't have to, screw in halfway and then take it out and blow the swarf out. No nonsense like that. Just nice, easy transition straight in. Because we've got metal into metal. This just makes life a lot bloody easier, believe me. Right. So we put this one in as well. Get that right down. There we go. It's just 2 in. Turn this round. You get screw number 3 in. Just go here. That's screw 3. One more. So there we go. That's the 4 ins. Now this is attached to the bonnet. Okay, so we've got the bonnet closing centering pin. So let's get that piece. I can see it. This is a little piece. I'm going to get that out. I'm going to insert this. I think this is just a push to fit. Yeah. Okay, so taking our bonnet, turn around this way. This is going to fit in just here. Is that correct? Whoop. Is that what it's said to put this in? No, I'm completely out. This is going in here. Right, so this is going here, right? So just ahead of your bonnet hook, we're popping that in there, and we're going to push that right down. There we go. So there we go. That's how we're now looking there. What else have we got to do with this one? So we're going to turn this one over. It's the bonnet round inserts. So we'll turn this one over, and we're working on these 2 holes here and here. So there should be a left and there should be a right. Now I'm hoping there's an indicator on which is which. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so this is left. So So pop that one in there. And then we'll do the exact same thing with the other one. We'll pop the right. When you're doing this as well, make sure you don't push down because we have got the bonnet lock there. And you don't want to do that. So let me get these pushed down and we'll get these screwed in. So that's those in. Now they're key weights. They're only going to go in one way, so you know you've got them in the right way. And they're firm, so just push to fits. So once they're in, they're in. They're not coming out. Now we're going to flip this one over, and we've got something else to add to it. Okay, so taking our vent pieces, you can see these here. These are going to go into here like so. And then we are going to bend these tabs around the grill. So it wants to fit in first. So that's how we're going to fit in there. And the tabs are going to gently bend around the grill. And do the exact same thing on the other side. So again, sit in like so. It will sit flush. And those are in. And then you just bend the tabs round to the side. And that holds it in place. And that, I believe, is all you've got to do. So we'll flip it over and take a look at our finished work. And we'll have a bit of a chat. So flipping it over, you can now see exactly what effect that grill has. Doesn't that look lovely? And there we are. We have a nice shiny hood. We took our first step on our very long journey to the Falcon interceptor being complete, but very happy with that. I love this two-tone. This is beautiful. So we've got this very shiny gloss compared to over here. Stunning. I can't wait to see the turbo sticking out there. How nice is that? Beautiful. Let's have a chat. So there we have it. We got our first part done. It's big. I mean, you can see this is a big old unit. Beautiful thing. I'm loving this. I got the big old smile. You always got to be happy on new build day, right? This is going to be a great one. If you want this, you can get it for yourself over at Hachette. It's also in stores. You can pick a picture on for $1.99. See if you like it. See what it's all about. If you enjoy it, we are going all the way to the end on this one. So like and subscribe. And you can hit the notification bell. Give a notification every time one of our videos comes up. We are going all the way to issue 130, which will be about 2 years from now. But it's the first step on a long road. It's going to be good. I will see you very soon for issue 2, where we will start our journey through this Nostalgia Gators action movie era, where we'll be talking about Mad Max, and we'll also be building part 2, which is the wheel. So our very first wheel for this. So tune in for that one. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. Take care, and I'll see you very, very soon for more from Building the Boys. Take care, and I'll see you then.